my goodness, Dairy Arts Center, how are we feeling tonight? Hell yeah. Welcome to the Boulder Comedy Festival, you guys. I am so excited you're all here. We have an incredible lineup for you. Comics from all over the country. Just out of curiosity, make some noise if you have seen live stand-up before. Make some noise if this is your first time seeing live stand-up. We love that. Heck yeah, you guys. This is an incredible first show. Just a reminder, and maybe new for some of you, we got a few rules here. Keep your talk to a minimum, cell phones on silent, and otherwise, have fun. Can you guys do that? Yeah. Hell yeah, I'm so excited to be here, like I said. My name is Cara Leone. I am your host tonight. What you don't know about me is that I have ADHD and didn't set my timer. There we go. What you also don't know, y'all, I am a public school teacher. It's a rough job, you guys. It was the last day of school. This morning, first thing, I got called a motherfucking bitch by a kindergartner with a speech impediment. So, yeah, little dude called me a motherfucking viff. What are you gonna do, you know? Y'all, I teach the classes no one else wants to teach. I teach sex ed to 5th grade. Yeah, thank you. Y'all, I got an angry email from my parents. They were like, why is my kid having nightmares about erections? I emailed back, I was like, great question. As a lesbian, they're terrifying. Hashtag me too, 5th grade boy. That's, you know, relatable content. Yo, I also teach drug education in middle school, which, like, you know, schools are underfunded. They used to have a police officer that put drug dealers in jail teaching this class, and now they have me. Someone who's keeping drug dealers in business, like, and I don't like to lie to kids, so when they're like, Miss, have you done mushrooms? I'll say no, but mushrooms did me. It's wild. The craziest thing about teaching y'all is kids roast you without even trying, right? Like, recently a kid asked how old I was, and another kid, being an ally to me, hit him. He was like, dude, it's rude to ask old people how old they are. What? I was like, no, guys, I'm 30 years old. And they were like, yeah, and you have gray hairs. I was like, from you. Like, got called a motherfucking viff this morning. It grew directly out of my skull, you know? Kids are roasting me. Kids keep telling me that I have monster hands. Can you guys believe that? Monster hands? My girlfriends just say that I'm well hung. Ladies, it's a crazy ride. No. Kids are always asking my pronouns, which is fair. Look at me. What are they? You know? Sir, do you want to take a guess at my pronouns? No. Y'all make some noise for this queer ally in the room, huh? That was very safe, you guys. Kids want something juicy from me, and I'm letting them down. My pronouns are just she, her, butch. Butch lesbian. And I need representation. So next week at Pride, you guys are going to see me and all the butch lesbians under one new flag I've made. It's a flannel on a stick. You guys get it. No, the most egregious shit kids have been doing, they have been writing S4L on all of my things. Single for life. Yeah, rude. You guys, kids don't know how hard it is to meet lesbians in the wild in Colorado, okay? I am from Chicago. Out there, if a girl had a flannel, Chicago? Hell yeah. You guys get it. Out there, if a girl had a flannel and a trucker hat, that was a lesbian, okay? In Colorado, though, that is any woman at King Soopers this fucking seconds. That is... Not a tell. Not a tell. What are you gonna do? No, y'all. Being a teacher was a very bad financial decision. Not the worst I've made, though. Worst financial decision? Being a lesbian. Listen, there is no such thing as a corporate lesbian, okay? I know what you're thinking, that you know one. You do not, that is a bisexual top, okay? Like every woman I've ever dated, authentically, like one told me she was going back to school to get her doctorate, and I was like, yes. And then she told me it was in librarian studies. No, what? Another was like, I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own business. I'm a girl boss. I come to find out that business is an Etsy shop for cross stitch. That's not closing this gender pay gap. You know what I mean? Like, does anyone here know a corporate lesbian? No fucking way. Yeah? Okay, wait. Will you give her my number? Okay, do not tell her I'm a comedian. Tell her I'm an entrepreneur. All right? Okay. You guys, this is amazing. What a great night. I recently went home to Chicago. Has anyone done that Nebraska-Iowa drive before? I don't know why you cheered. Y'all, that drive is so bad. There is nothing to look at, but there are like 50 billboards that just say, Jesus is real. That's cool, but like, who's the target audience, you know? Like, what godless heathen is driving through these states, does not believe in God, sees 50 of those suckers and is like, maybe it's a sign. Like, maybe... The point is, when I have to do that drive, what I do is save up my Adderall prescription for 3 weeks, just so I can take it all in one day, okay? And for the entire room that thinks that's irresponsible, listen. The safest person on the road is the one that hasn't blinked in 18 fucking hours, okay? Y'all, I see accidents before they've even begun, okay? An American hero, if you will, you know? No, I've been driving in Denver. I've been seeing these billboards. You guys might have seen them. It's got like a baby's face, and it says, I had fingerprints at 9 weeks. Whew, that is crazy, y'all. I did not know that. I'm so happy that I do. I've been looking for a fetus I could frame for a crime. Y'all, that joke is pro-nothing, okay? Like, pro-nothing. Oh, man, you guys are fun. I was recently, it's Pride, huh? Can we make some noise for Pride? Very nice. I've been at a lot of bars hanging out. Recently, someone was hitting on me, and the whole time it was happening, I was like, she's out of my league. What the fuck? This isn't going to work. Walked her to a car at the end of the night. She drove away. I didn't have the courage to ask for her number. She drove away, though. She has a Kamala Harris sticker, a Hillary Clinton sticker, and a Colorado Rockies sticker. This woman loves losers, you guys. I had a shot. Should have kissed her, you know? Fucked up, man. No, I'm playing the dating scene the exact same way I'm playing Fortnite. I'm just out there looking for a bush. You get it. Okay, we're seeing where we can go. And it's not going great, you guys. Like, women will not answer my messages, but I think it's my fault. I've just been sending them unsolicited hand pics. Women won't answer, but men will not stop reaching out. Yeah, men want to be pegged, you guys. And I normally ignore those advances, but one of these guys was a white cop, so I sleep with women, but will I fuck the police? Yes. Absolutely, you guys. But midway through, I was like, I am not into this, right? So I faced this dude away from me on the bed, and now I can truly say I've backed our boys in blue. Oh my goodness, y'all. Are you ready to get this show going? You guys are such a fun crowd. Your first comedian tonight, he is here all the way from LA. Put your hands together for Chip Nicholson.
Man, she got my name right. That's so great, man. Chip Nicholson. Very simple name. It's hard to mess up. But the other day I was doing a show and the host pulled the impossible, messed my name all up. He was nervous. You could tell. He's like, coming to the stage, your next comedian. You could hear it in his voice cracking and stuff, right? Make it loud for, Chick Nicholson. He guessed who? Chick Nicholson. That should be my drag name. You know what I'm saying? Like, she put a wig on, come out with backup dancers. Like, it's Chick Nicholson, baby, and the areolas. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? I didn't know there was a difference between black church and white church. Did y'all know there was a difference between black church and white church? Damn, resounding. Yes. I went to white church the other day. I had no idea. I was surprised. I got embarrassed and everything, man. Because I don't know if y'all know, there's like black church. Do we have any black people in here? Calling all Boulder. Hey, she's the only black person in here is working, huh? On stage. Okay, got you. Got it. Okay. So in black church, we have a call and response and everything. So like from the pastor to the pulpit, pastor to the audience, the pastor will be on stage and he'll be like, and everybody knows that God is good. And we'll be like, all the time. And he'll be like, and all the time. We'll be like, God is good. We got some black people who, okay? You've been to the cookout. That's what's up. All right. So I was in this white church not paying attention. The pastor was on stage and he goes, and everybody knows that God is good. And I go, all the time, and nobody else. Embarrassed the hell out of myself. I tried to pull it back. By the time I got to time, it was too late. It was already out. It was terrible. It's different, man. Church is wild. Church is weird, you know? Because everybody be taking the pastor seriously, and pastor be saying wild shit all the time. I was in church, last time I was in church, pastor was doing that. He was talking about heaven and hell and life and death. And all of a sudden, this little girl right next to me just starts up and crying. She was like, ah! And I was like, oh my God, what's up? What's wrong? What's up? She's like, my dog died, and he didn't know Jesus, so he got to go to hell. And I wanted to help, right? I was like, oh no, don't you know? All dogs go to heaven. And she was like, really? But that's when the pastor screamed, because everybody goes to heaven, but not everybody gets in. And she was like, ah! Nah, y'all right? Forget that little girl. She need to grow up, find a new church or something. It's weird. Comedy is a weird gig, man. Comedy is a weird gig because we gotta tell these had to be there jokes to people we never met and stuff. And people get canceled. All of us, all the time, we get canceled for what we say, man. And I got all these tweets I want to put out, but I'm a pussy. So this next part of my set is going to be called Tweets I'm Too Afraid to Tweet. Is that all right? Can I do that? All right. Safe space? Okay. All right, tweets I'm too afraid to tweet. I only do cocaine for the boogers. Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, yeah, now I know who do cocaine. That's what's up. All right. You meet me after the show, y'all. Yeah. Tweets I'm too afraid to tweet. My dick's 12 inches long. My girl's on a foot fetish. You see what I did there? Lied, I don't got a girl. Tweets I'm too afraid to tweet. Strong woman's pussy tastes like determination. Bon appetit. Okay. Strong women like that tweet. Yeah. And then this is the last tweet I'm too afraid to tweet. Tweets I'm too afraid to tweet. Gay bears can't prevent forest fires. They're flaming. Okay. And then this ain't even a tweet I'm too afraid to tweet. It's a joke I wrote for a kid's popsicle stick because I wanted the challenge, right? So this is my impersonation of a depressed lump of coal reading a self-help book, okay? My impersonation, depressed lump of coal reading a self-help book. All right, for the kids, here we go. Shine bright like a diamond, too much pressure. Thank you. It's a science joke for the kids. It's crazy, man. I live up in LA now, and that's where I'm from. I'm from LA. LA's a wild spot. You guys know that pot? Oh man, you guys from there? Nope, cool, okay, that's right. Good for you, man. I freaking hate it out there. It is wild out there in LA, man. It is scary. I had to tell a crackhead to stop smoking crack 3 times on the bus, man. It's like he kept forgetting. First 2 times were my fault. I'm not gonna lie. First 2 times were my fault. He lifted the crack pipe to his lips, and I said, too polite. City, LA, that ain't gonna do nothing, right? By the 3rd time he lifted the crack pipe to his lips, he inhaled and exhaled a plume of smoke, filled the whole cabin, and he was unloading a cannon right into the back of this Asian family's head. And they weren't saying nothing because they're honorable, right? I was the only one in there with no honor. I was like, hey man, you can't be smoking crack inside the subway. I swear to God, he went just like this. He go, oh, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. That's right, that's right, that's right. Bro, this ain't a that's right, that's right, that's right situation. It's not like you were like, hey, is it Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday. Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right. Oh, that's right, I smoke crack in NY, New York, not LA. That's right, that's right, that's right. Then this dude next to me stood up. He was like, my man's right. Don't nobody want to be smoking crack this early. I'm like, that's not, okay, well, thanks for the help, I guess. Sex is weird. Ain't it? Everybody wants to do it. Ain't nobody know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Sex is like a teeter-totter, you know? Like a seesaw. Like, it's better when both actually try, you know? You remember being on a seesaw teeter-totter as a kid and the other kid ain't trying and you like, can you at least act like you're having fun with this with me? Same speech, man. Guys, my name is Chip Nichols, and thank you very much!
Keep it going for Chip, y'all. Oh my goodness. Y'all, you are so lucky to be seeing this next comedian all the way out here from Indiana. Put your hands together for Eric Hook.
Keep it going for your host, guys. Let her hear it. I am the only one here from Indiana. That's about right, yeah. About 10% cheers. I'll take it, yeah. I'm the representative, and I'm sorry. Yeah. Moving on. I just got glasses for the first time, guys. Just got glasses. Yeah, see my people out there? Yeah, see you. I thought they would kind of change up my look a little bit, you know? Make me look a little more interesting. And then first day I got them, one of my friends told me I looked like Malcolm Xbox support. You guys are laughing a little too hard, honestly. I didn't like that. It's still better than what I got before I wore glasses. One time, a stranger told me I looked like the character you get when you start playing the Wii. Assholes. I am actually a married guy, which is cool. No pause for that. Yeah, no, it's fine. We don't need to keep doing this. My wife is of Asian descent. She's half Filipino, which is cool. And before I got married to her, one of my dumb friends asked me if I had an Asian fetish, because I was marrying an Asian woman. And I told him, I was like, no, I don't. I have a anybody that'll have sex with me fetish. It's kind of what I'm rolling with here, you know? I'm not getting picky between different races of people, you know? I'm just kind of spinning a globe and just putting my finger inside anybody that'll let me, you know? Guys play finger globe, Colorado, anybody? I see a few, yeah. My wife is great. She married me, this vanilla wafer, you know? Because there's nothing an Asian woman loves more than citizenship. Hey, they love it, yeah. The groans are worrying me about what's coming, guys. I'm not sure. My wife and I were watching that movie Taken the other day. Remember Taken? Remember a particular set of skills, that movie? And as we were watching it, she was like, you know, if I got captured by some Eastern European terrorists, would you hunt them down and save me? I was like, honey, I don't even have my passport. It would take me 6 to 8 weeks to even get over there, you know? I was like, who's gonna take the dog out, you know? It's like, we don't both need to die, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't think you know who you married here, you know? And she was like, no, seriously, would you save me? And I was like, honey, I have skills, but I don't think there's skills that would come in handy in that instance, you know? Like, I don't think close-up magic's gonna get you out of this jam. I don't think my 200-day Wordle streak's gonna help you in this instance, you know? It's okay to clap for Wordle, it's fine, he almost did. It had its time. My wife and I have talking about spicing things up in the bedroom a little bit. Sorry about that, I'm sorry, let me holster that real quick, my bad. Yeah, talking about spicing things up, talking about getting a vibrator, you know, which I don't really know how I feel about that, because I don't really want to lose another job to AI, you know? I feel like my wife using a vibrator is a lot like her using the self-checkout at the grocery store. And I'm just like the attendant nearby. It's like, I'll be over here if you need any help, hey! With my old-timey penis I got over here. My old rotary phone cock I got. Any rotary phone cocks out here tonight? I see a couple, bang, bang. Yeah. It's coming for you, bud, don't worry. I like a classic, you know. My wife and I went vibrator shopping. It was a very enlightening experience, you know. I felt like she was like a golfer, and I was like her caddy trying to help her pick out a club. Like I walked up to her, I was like, honey, what do you think about this 3-iron, you know? It's pretty good here, get the job done. She walked away and came back, she was like, I was thinking more like effing 9-wood right here, hey! I was like, I don't think that's gonna fit in the car, honey. I was like, do they have it in white? Fuck, Jesus. Oh yeah, that was a delay there, you got it, all right. I'll take a delay. As you'll notice, sorry, I do get distracted a lot. I have ADHD, or as my dad calls it, liberal bullshit. My doctor told me to take Ritalin for my ADHD. My dad's advice was to take my tampon out. Still trying to find that. Trying to make my old Indiana dad proud there. I am from like a small dumpy town in Indiana, like a small shitty town. Like I always heard this phrase growing up, it's every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Well, in the town where I grew up, it's every time a Limp Bizkit song plays, a juggalo gets custody of his son back. It's kind of the vibe where I come from, you know? I did go home to my hometown not too long ago, and my cousin was having one of those gender reveals, one of those where they drop a ball and the smoke comes up, and it's like pink or blue, you know? But this time when they dropped the ball, the smoke came out white. So I guess the baby's gonna be the next pope. And if we know anything about the pope, we know there's never been a woman as pope. So we can probably assume that baby's gonna be a pedophile, right? Yeah. If you don't like that joke, I'm sorry. That's a tough one for some people. Feel free to complain to the event center here after the show. But just know, like the Catholic Church, all they're going to do is just reassign me to another event center. So, all right, guys, that's my time. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness, y'all. I don't know if you saw, I actually went to like give him a fist bump and he went to shake my hand, then we switched, and then I just shook his fist. That is how lesbians say hello. Y'all, one more time for Eric, huh? What a treat. Oh man, your next comedian all the way from New York City, y'all. Make it loud in here for, oh man, Cassie Wilson.
I was hoping you would do the wave for me. What happened? We talked about this. Oh my God, yes, allies, slay. Thank you so much. I feel absolutely crazy. Is this how you guys feel all the time? Is it the altitude? Like, what's going on here? That's my crowd work. I'm like, what's going on? Don't answer me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I threw up right before this, not because of the altitude. Unrelated. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. It's really different from New York. The floor isn't sticky at all, which is crazy. I did just have a big birthday. Anyone want to guess what it is? Don't! Almost gotcha. No, it is 30. You look amazing. You guys, stop! I hate attention. Oh my God. It is 30. That's why I'm up here. No, I think I'm feeling pretty normal about being 30 so far. But just really quickly, we're gonna go around the room. Everyone's gonna say how old they are, and if anyone is younger than me, I'm gonna kill myself in front of you. No, I won't do that. I won't. It does. I like being 30. I will say I'm in this like weird new phase of life where like a lot of my friends are starting to get into these like long-term relationships where they're getting like married. And I'm a little bit like, wait, guys, like, I thought we were gonna hang out like forever. You know what I mean? Like, you're out of town this weekend because you're visiting Greg's parents in a suburb of Boston? I thought we were gonna watch High School Musical for the 900th time. Na 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 na. Yes! Oh my God! I love when it's a call and response. That means I'm safe. That means I'm home. You guys don't know what High School Musical is. That's fine. That's fine. That's my culture. So that was a microaggression against me, what you guys just did by not knowing it. It's cool. Yeah, no, 30 is good. I do, unfortunately, want children. Embarrassing. Do not repeat that. In this economy, if you think you heard me say that just now, stun gun, you're dead. I do want children, and so then I started thinking, like, well, maybe I should, like, I don't know, like, find a boyfriend or something. But then I think about, I used to date a guy who told me, in confidence, of course, that he used to donate sperm, quote, up to 3 times a week. Bone chilling, correct. That's never been a quieter room ever in the world. Yeah, you're all processing what that means. He was in college. You're telling me that 3 times, I can't even get to the gym 3 times a week. You're telling me you're 19 years old, you get in your car, drive off campus, go to some fuck-ass sperm bank, you walk in, the receptionist, she knows your name by now. She's like, nice haircut. You're like, how's the trick knee? You know what I mean? Like, they're besties. You like fill out paperwork, you go into some sterile little room and you jerk off into a cup, and you're doing that 3 times a week? First of all, I think we can all agree, he's got like a baker's dozen children at this point, right? And they're all like from the same county, so they're all like on some youth soccer team somewhere. Their lesbian parents are like cheering from the sidelines. Like that's what's happened, right? Second of all, it's not about the money at that point. You know, he said it was, but I feel like if he walked in one time and they were like, we can't pay you in dollars this time, but we do have this bag of Gushers. He'd be like, that's fine, give me the cup! You know what I mean? That is some like Elon Musk spreading your seed bullshit. That's crazy to me. So I don't need a boyfriend if I want to have children. Like, you guys are giving away your sperm faster than you can make it. That is the sluttiest thing I've ever heard. And they're trying to take away my birth control. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on there? I do think it would be a great bit if I like found that sperm bank, impregnated myself with his sperm. calling him up and was like, prank. We're having a kid. You look so dumb right now. Oh, idiot. He, of course, told me that in confidence, but it's like, we broke up, babe. I'm telling all your secrets to a room full of strangers. That's what happens when you break up with me. That's crazy. That's a threat to all of you out there, by the way, if anyone wants to date me. A lot going on in New York. Have you guys heard about Zohran Mamdani? Yes! We found the radical leftist. Get him, get him, get him! No. Very exciting. If you don't know, he's a Democratic Socialist who just won the primary to be our mayor in New York City. Yes! Our king. I love that man, platonically, of course. I don't know why you guys would suggest otherwise. That's crazy for you to say. I've not ever thought about it. That's crazy. You guys, stop. Oh my God, I'm blushing. What the hell? I made a video with him back in December to just get his name out there. And the literal second that I posted the video, my mother texted me. And she was like, great video. Is it just me or is Zohran objectively adorable? Does he have a wife/GF? My mother is so lived out. She's constantly trying to procure a biracial grandchild. That's her entire vibe. She's doing fertility math in her head for me. Every day I'm not pregnant, she's making an X on a calendar. That's her vibe. I will say if I were to marry a Punjabi Muslim socialist, it's over. She is the star of book club forever. No one can say anything to her. No, I love my mom. She's great. My mom started to do therapy. Woo! Yes, for moms in therapy. Slay, a huge slay. I will say, she did therapy for 3 months and then was like, I'm cured. No, girl, get back in that Zoom link really quick. It's not how that works. But then the way she told me is she was like, well, I was in therapy and I'm not in therapy anymore, but it's okay because my bestie Lori is in therapy. So Lori will go to therapy and she'll just tell me what her therapist says. And then I just do that. Love my mom, resourceful queen. Recycling slay. She's really the Greta Thunberg of therapy when you think about it. Huge shout out to her. So I think if I do want to make her happy, I will have to break up Zohran's marriage and then marry him. But I feel like that's a good plan, right? Otherwise, I always have the sperm bank to fall back on. You know what I mean? You guys have been so fun. I've been Cassie Wilson. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Cassie, y'all. Oh man, Derry Arts Center, are we having a good time? Hell yeah. Your next comedian all the way from Boston. Put your hands together for Peter Liu.
Hello, Boulder. You guys are such a nice crowd. So different from home, you know? It's been a whole day and no one's told me to go fuck myself yet. I'm a little homesick. Even your VFWs are nicer than Boston's. It's crazy. A lot of VFWs in New England, and I was doing one before, and at the end, this old guy came up to me, right, and he was like, I shot a dude who looked just like you. And I was like, in the 70s or recently? I perform New England a lot, guys, you know, and sometimes it's hard for me to relate to the crowd, but I've been doing a pretty good job, you know? I feel like I'm pretty much a white guy. You know, I hike. I bike. My girlfriend is Asian. Just like you. Just like you. My girlfriend, she's Tibet. She's from Tibet, right? She's like a rare Pokemon. Because my government caught the rest of them. It's okay, guys. You can laugh. She's not here. She's trapped in a cage. I'll release her later. All right. No, she's wonderful. She's been teaching me stuff. She's been teaching me about love languages. Is this a love languages crowd? Okay, yeah, the women like, yeah. The men look confused. That's cool. You're like, hey, bro, I'm still working on regular languages. What are you? Love languages. It's like how your partner feels loved. I just learned about this, right? I learned that her and I, we have different love languages, right? Like hers is words of affirmation and acts of service. And mine is physical touch and blowjobs. And gifts. If those gifts are blowjobs. And words, if those words are. That was Tibetan. That's what that was. None of you can fact check me. No, hers is words of affirmation, right? So every time I say I love you, she'll be like, tell me why. And I'm like, oh, baby, it's because you're so loving, you're so caring, you're so supportive, right? But then the next time, she'll be like, tell me why, but in different words. So now I'm just out here reading all these thesauruses, brushing up on my synonyms. Right? Just like, oh, baby, you're so munificent, benevolent, genocide resistant. Oh, we got that one. That's nice. Oh, yeah. It's a dark one, but I like it. My girlfriend, she's a Tibetan Buddhist, right? And last week was actually Buddha's birthday, and she told me, today you can't eat meat. So for lunch, I go to the Hall Guys, I order a falafel platter, right? I start eating it, and as I'm eating it, I notice next to my falafel is this massive pile of beef. And I was like, the Buddha may not want me to eat meat today, but Allah clearly does. Right? Allah was like, my boy Peter's bulking this month, double his protein. So I'm looking at this juicy beef. I'm like, all right, I have a dilemma here. I call up my girlfriend. I'm like, what do you want me to do here? Can I eat this? Do I have to return it? Can I bring it home, eat it tomorrow when Buddha's off duty? And she was like, you do what you think is right. That's a trap, exactly. That's a trap. She was like, whatever you do, just remember you're a Buddhist now. I was like, first of all, I am not Buddhist. You are Buddhist. I am Chinese. And returning free food is against my culture. Best I can do is repackage this and sell it at a higher price. Oh. You guys are fun. You guys are nice. I was visiting home recently, and my parents they're not the most expressive people, and I've always been okay with that because they're Chinese and it's illegal there. I was talking to my mom, and we were FaceTiming my sister, who was about to graduate from college, right? And at the end of the FaceTime, my mom said to her, "I love you," and my sister said it back, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Did I walk into the wrong house? And my sister was like, oh, you don't get that? I'm like, no, I don't get that. This is a Chinese household. No one's supposed to get that. I called her back immediately. I was like, how long has this I love you shit been happening behind my back? And she was like, calm down. It's only been like a year. I'm like, a year? You've been receiving white people love for a whole year? Meanwhile, I have to do shows in Colorado? It was crazy. I said, all right. I was like, okay. why do we think she said it to you? You know, is it because you're younger? Is it because you're about to graduate? Is it like the mother-daughter relationship? And she was like, I think it's because Mom loves me. I was like, all right. Can't argue with you there. Yeah. I told my girlfriend this story, right? And she was like, oh, you know, your sister probably trained them to do that. You can do the same. I'm like, train them to love me? I would much rather train them to hate her. That's much easier, you know? Just be like, hey, Mom, I didn't tell you this before, but she's been dating a black guy. I know, so inconsiderate. She knows Dad's heart problem is triggered by his racism problem. She is dating a black guy. His name is Marcus. He's a chill guy. He actually met with the family recently, right? And you know, I tried to get everyone to get along. I was like, hey, Dad, you know, Marcus is actually studying to be a cardiologist. And now they say I love you to my sister and Marcus. My dad was like, finally, a son I can be proud of. Marcus, can you look at my heart? It hurts every time I look at my other son. All right, you guys been great. My name's Pilu.
Keep it going for Peter, y'all. Oh my goodness. Y'all, your next comedian is a local functional medical doctor who uses comedy to advocate for folks on the spectrum. His full 1-hour comedy special is available for free on YouTube, titled Neurospicy, Love, Life, and Comedy on the Spectrum. Y'all, please help me welcome to the stage Dr. Sam Shea.
So what is a stand-up comic? It's a person with a problem who no longer pays for therapy. So what's my problem? Understanding and adapting to the normie world. See, I recently learned that I have Asperger's, which is best described like a pharma ad. Do you struggle with awkward idiosyncrasies, immodest intelligence, and gratuitous polysyllabic vocabulary? Ask your doctor if an Asperger's diagnosis is right for you. Signs include missing social cues, sensory overwhelm, easily startled, narrowed interest, oversharing, and robotic affect. Now, am I describing Asperger's or all of academia? See, academia is the Costco of Asperger's. It's nerd in bulk. An academic once interrupted me, insisting that, quote, Asperger's is more correctly categorized as a subtype of autism spectrum disorder. He then elaborated with an unsolicited, detailed monologue. The irony might have been lost on him, though very on brand. Anyone else here thought you were unique and quirky, only to find out you're a diagnosis code? See, I don't like the term neuroatypical, or neurodisorder, or neurodivergent. I prefer neurodistinct. Neurospicy. Or simply Asperger's. Does anyone know why the term Asperger's fell out of favor? Who's ready for the awkward history lesson? The contrived German accent is a hint. Yeah? Turns out, Dr. Hans Asperger had troubling ties to the Nazis. They used the good doctor's work to justify the sterilization of, quote, undesirable children. Now, it's hotly debated whether Dr. Asperger was complicit. But either way, I'm proud to call myself an Aspie because, ironically, it was Asperger's syndrome that brought the Nazis down. And I can prove it with 3 names. Oppenheimer, Einstein, and Turing. All 3 had Asperger's. Bonus irony against the Nazis, Oppenheimer and Einstein were Jewish, and Turing was gay. Isn't that perfect? So instead of gawking at our social gaffes, how about a little gratitude for our scientific genius? Look at those nerds saving humanity. Now, I quickly learned that an Aspie's gift for technical analysis, while appreciated at the workplace, not so much on a dinner date. Date. I just don't understand why I'm still single. Well, based on your repeated rescheduling, mixed messaging, and fear of commitment, you display an avoidant attachment style explaining why you sabotage potential serious relationships. Pass the salt. Later, on the lonely car ride home, wait, was that one of those rhetorical questions? See, Aspies aren't inherently seductive. Just imagine an Asperger-themed strip joint. Wearing a tagless shirt, hypoallergenic socks, and lucky bow tie, it's Winston! See, normies have unwritten dating rules. For example, text at least twice a day to maintain connection. See, I wish there was an app that was the relationship equivalent of a parking reminder. Your relationship expires in 9 minutes. To extend relationship, please heart 1 Facebook post or text 1 Brené Brown quote. See, Asperger's is a package deal. We are high IQ, low EQ. We will remember your birthday, but your gift will be an ant farm unwrapped, no card. So my goal is to be a bridge between folks on the spectrum and the normie world. What you just saw was about 1/10 of my hour show, Neurospicy, Love, Life, and Comedy on the Spectrum. I would love for you to go to YouTube and put in Dr. Sam Shea, Neurospicy, that's Dr. Sam Shea, Neurospicy, and watch and share the full show. This show is the 60 minutes I wish I had 30 years ago for me to better understand how my mind worked and how to better adapt and understand and involve myself in the normie world. And this show is for you. If you suspect that you, a friend or family member, may be on the spectrum, you are a normie who cares, or you are neurospicy curious. Thank you, I'm Dr. Sam Shea. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Sam, y'all. Sam is doing important work, y'all. When we are laughing together, we are breathing together. And I think all of us could benefit from that some more. Do you guys agree? Yeah. Hell yeah. Y'all, your next comedian is really the producer of this whole entire festival. So y'all better turn it the fuck up for our next comedian. Make it loud in here for Zoe Rogers!
What's going on, Boulder? Yes, I'm psyched to be here. I have 3 kids, so I'm happy to be anywhere that isn't my house. A little quick procreational math for you guys. 3 is way more than 1. Like a lot. Like the parents of more than 1 kid, we tend to view the parents of only children the way the Navy SEALs look at the reserves. We appreciate what it is you do. That's cute. But we have seen shit that will change you. Things you cannot come back from. I got a chance to get off my little procreational compound the other day. A friend of mine took me to lunch, and that was awesome. I had food and coffee when it was hot. I felt like Beyonce. But then I realized that the restaurant we were at, the last time I had been there was when my youngest was nursing. And when the food had come to our table, she wanted to eat too. And for the record, if anyone here cares, I was very discreet. I had on my cover-up thing that I don't really know the name of. I just call them my mammal wraps. That way no one has to know I do mammal shit. Like breathe air and feed my young. But the people that were seated at the table next to us got very vocal about what was happening. And they were not happy. If they had been breastfed, they would be smarter. And that moment for me was a quick education in the difference between your first kid and your third kid. Because I know if some mouthy Karen had gotten in my face like that with my oldest, like my first parenting rodeo, it would have shamed me. And with your third kid, I wanted to jump up on the table, like that scene in Pulp Fiction, and be like, "Get on the ground, motherfuckers!" Just machine gunning my tits at people. Now it's awkward. Now it's uncomfortable. Just people slipping in milk. The fantasy goes on because I have not slept in a very long time. The other night, this lady in the audience, she shouted out at me, she goes, "Where was this?" Like, thank God for fact checkers, right, guys? And I said, "This was in Los Angeles." And she goes, "Okay." So now it's okay? There's just no place else on earth where people deserve to be sprayed with warm breast milk more than Los Angeles? That's a little harsh. Like, do you know how traumatized people in LA would be if they had to see working breasts? Like if their faces could show emotion, they would be shocked. I grew up on the East Coast. Yeah, thank you. I've been out here for 7 years, and I love Colorado. But sometimes it feels a little bit like I need Google Translate to understand what's being said. The other night, I had a lady invite me to reflect on my intentions. Did you just call me a bitch? Because that would be so much faster. My husband, he is from the deep south. Deserves silence for that. People love to shit on the deep south. And I will do it with you. I will lead that parade. But one thing I will say about the Deep South from having spent a lot of time there, because you have to do that if you marry one of them, is that I am killing it in the Deep South. Like in Boulder, Colorado, you would be like, that woman needs a Pilates class and a juice cleanse. But in the Deep South, I need an agent and another biscuit. My husband told me that joke was unkind. And I said, well, you're losing this war too. And I laughed with all my teeth. So many molars, you guys. My husband and I, we have been married for 20 years. You are, more excited than I am about that. But I feel like he's gotten a little too comfortable in our relationship. Like the other night, I tried to slink into bed, being all fecthy, in my Kraft white thrips. Hey there, Thaler. Feeling fattier than expected. And he said, there's something I've been wanting us to try, but I'm afraid you won't be open to it. And my first response was just like, well, we had a good run. But then he said, I want you to watch Battlestar Galactica with me. Why can't it just be anal? Because this is going to be so demeaning. We have teenagers, and they have been kind enough to let us know that we are not cool. Which is a little bit confusing, right? Because it's like, oh, I'm embarrassing. Okay, you're a virgin who can't drive. My teenager's favorite pastime is pointing out words I don't know. So they'll come up to me and they'll be like, hey mom, do you know what Riz is? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what that is, but I know you used to shit in the tub. And that is sus. All right, guys, give it up for your host.
Keep it loud for Zoe, y'all. Hell yeah. Y'all, your next comedian, all the way out from New York City, you might have seen him on NBC. Put your hands together for Jonah Nye.
Happy Friday, Boulder. Please make some noise. No, you are not seeing double. I'm a gay version of that other Asian guy that was just. Can you imagine? It's Peter in a quick change. We have remarkably similar sets. Happy Pride Month to many of you. Yes. Probably you. Yeah. Happy belated Asian American Month to not as many of you. It's okay, it's Boulder, it's fine. I am so excited to perform here at the Dairy Arts Center. What a weird place to perform when you're lactose intolerant. May and June, pretty busy for me as a comic, you might imagine. May, I have to be Asian. June, I have to be gay. Imagine being a black comic and having 2 Februaries. I'm exhausted is what I'm saying. That joke didn't go the way I wanted it to. You're not quite that warmed up yet. That's fine, that is fine. I have been on the road a lot lately. It's really fun to perform on the road. I was just in London performing. That impressed 4 of you, amazing, amazing. All right, culture's somewhere over here, amazing. Dairy Arts Center, it's England. No, so I was there in London opening for Lady Bushra. Lady Bushra is this South Asian drag queen, comedian, cabaret artist. It's a lot, right? Yeah, so they had me open for her because they need someone just a little less gay to ease the crowd into it. Now, if I look familiar, you probably recognize me from my movie, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Now, this is the part of the joke where I point to an Indian person and say, right, Kumar, but with this crowd. Sir, you're gonna have to be Kumar. You're the closest thing we have to an Indian. Hollywood Reporter reported this week they're making a sequel, another sequel to Harold and Kumar. Yeah. You're the only one who's excited about that. I mean, I'm about the same age as John Cho. What's the premise? Right? We're not young men. Harold and Kumar go to get a colonoscopy. What is riveting. Oh gosh, no, it is funny. It is important for someone like me, though, to recognize the great Asian comics who paved the way, you know? The ones who busted through the bamboo ceiling. They made it possible for someone like me to think about doing stand-up. Comics like Ali Wong from Beef. No need for that, she's not here. Do you think she is next? Who else do I like? Ronnie Chang from The Daily Show, he's amazing, yes. J.D. Vance from Sephora's eyeliner collection. God, her eyes look amazing. What's that shade called? Pope Killer. You know, first impressions are funny when you're Asian. People always think I'm younger, but I'm actually going to be turning 46 years old this year. Thank you, I know, right? Even Asians are like, okay, good job. Actually, it's more like, good job, good job. If you don't get that joke, you don't have any real Asian friends. You two, Kumar and the 2 Asians. What else should you know about me? I'm gay, thank you. And Jewish. Yeah, mixed reviews on that one. I was given up for adoption when I was 2 months old. Is anyone else here adopted? 1 adoptee? Excellent. Do I hear 2? Do I hear 2 adoptees? 1 adoptee going once, twice, sold to the white family in the back. You made their dreams come true. Now, there's an alternate version of that joke, but you have to be quiet for this one, all right? So we'll do it this version, because normally people don't say anything. What I'm saying is you ruined my joke. I was given up for adoption when I was 2 months old. Is anyone else here adopted? It's fine, it's fine. Abandoned again. Why is this cord so fucking... Where does this go, by the way? It's like going to my biological parents. Oh, look, there's an open seat for my mom. My mom's a Russian Jew, but my dad is a Southern Baptist from Texas. So on Saturdays I had a rabbi, and on Sundays I had a minister. Mondays I had a priest. That was purely physical. We dated. I'm old enough to remember the cameras you used to wind up and go to the pharmacy to get developed? Remember those things? Remember how exciting it was to get your first digital camera? Oh my God, mine was amazing. It took these amazing photos of my white friends. Yeah, but when it took a picture of me, an error screen came up and it said, 1 or more of your subjects may have their eyes closed. The worst part about it, the camera was also Asian. Yeah, even Fujifilm couldn't tell the difference between this and this. It's not an impression. I don't do impressions. That's actually what white people look like to me. You all look like Steve Buscemi. Objects can be racist. The faucets, the hand dryers in airport bathrooms, you know, those were only beta tested on white skin. That's why they don't work as well for black and brown people. So if you know someone who thinks black and brown people are dirty or unhygienic, you can tell them they're right. It's just not our fault we've never had the opportunity to wash our hands after taking a shit at the airport. Objects can be racist. AI facial recognition. AI facial recognition will get a white man's gender correct 90% of the time. It will get a black woman wrong 35% of the time. And apparently it thinks Asians have their eyes closed 100% of the time. Just stupid. We only do that when we're driving. I hate that that joke works. I hate it more that I'm such a shitty driver. My husband and I just celebrated our 10th anniversary. We took a big safari to South Africa. It was amazing. I've never felt so white. Best part about being married this long, we've accepted each other for the horrible people we really are. Yeah, we don't have to pretend to be good people like when we were dating. We play this really mean game with each other. It's called Crystal Ball. You can try it with your friends or your spouse. What you do is when you're out in public, look for a bad, older version of what the other person will look like in the future. Right, Mom? No, so for my husband, he's Irish, so pale, male, stale, just like I like him. Boulder's like my happy place. For my husband, I'll look for some bald, heavyset white dude passed out in his vomit on St. Patrick's Day. I'll be like, Crystal Ball. For me, he'll look for some old Chinese woman with one tooth and 2 strands of hair. There was this article in the New York Times about interracial couples and which combination of races earn the most money. So the conclusion was Asian plus white equals material success. And in my case, I married a white doctor. Oi, my Jewish mother rejoiced. He went to school to study medicine. I went to school to study music, and yet we share the same bank account. Now it's our money. So who's on top and who's on bottom now? I'm still on bottom, folks. Thank you. That's my time.
Oh my goodness, y'all. Jonah, huh? Y'all, we are reaching the end of our evening. We have 3 amazing comics left. Everyone say, "Aww." But I know you guys are energized and ready to get into it. Is that true? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Your next comedian all the way from LA. Make it loud in here for Charlie James.
Guys, do not take me to an escape room. I'm not doing that, okay? I was a C-section. Yeah, somebody's gonna have to come get me, actually. Oh. Guys, I love Boulder. Speaking of escape rooms, blink twice if Meow Wolf is holding you guys hostage. They've taken control of the billboards It's sinister. I took my dad, he's from here, and we went to Meow Wolf. He had the perfect 7-word review. They got too much shit in there. You know, let Marie Kondo loose. That's all I'm saying. It's not sparking joy. No. I'm transgender, and a friend was asking recently if I was thinking of transitioning all the way. Thought I had. So, yeah, not sure what he could be referring to. We'll get to the bottom of it. I'm trans, so gender number 2, this is very much my second rodeo. And I think everyone should get a second shot, honestly, even if you pick the same one again, you know? We all know men who could use a second draft. Right? No, it's great. My family's very supportive, but like they have to be, you know, because having a queer kid is like street cred for Democrats over 50. I'm seeing a lot of P-flag gangsters here tonight. And look, that's how you be cool. Like my mom will brag to her friends. She'll be like, you know, I had a queer kid before marriage equality. Like I'm a pre-war relic. Just a Soviet-era nesting doll. They're great. I was visiting home, and my dad said, I think it's time I introduce you to my favorite barista, which is like an ancient Caucasian rite of passage. And we get to this Starbucks, and he's flagging her down, but he panics last minute about what gendered words to use. So he goes, hey, I want you to meet my big kid. I was like, hey, why big kid? Why are those kind of the words we went with? And he said, I panicked. Yeah, I wanted her to know I was your dad, but I didn't want her to think you were a child. I was like, oh, I hope she can tell by looking. That'd be awesome. I have a very anxious Jewish mom, and I woke up the other morning at a normal time to... I'm normal. She's weird. I got a text sent at 4 a.m. that said, you need to get a mammogram now. I was like, I took care of it. It's all good, actually. I got top surgery now many years ago, and there's like a few different types, and the way the doctors tell the type you need is they ask you your bra size, which always struck me as weird because I can't think of a group less likely to know their bra size. It's kind of like asking a group of men their bra size. It's like that. It's cool. No, I wanted to pass as male my whole life, and now that I do, I'm just somebody's white boyfriend, which I'm seeing a lot of white husbands here tonight, but look, you remember. If I meet a white boyfriend, I'm not learning his name. I know my friends, that guy is not in season 2. More of an extra than anything, really. Before I was a white boyfriend, I was on Grindr a lot. I'm sure you're familiar. It's like DoorDash for gay guys. They'll bring them to your house. It's awesome. It's so good. And I was on like right when I started testosterone, so I had like the libido of a 13-year-old boy, but like resources. Fucked up. I went a little insane. I had sex with 3 guys in one day. I was Mamma Mia'd, and it was awesome. But here's the thing. If you've spent any amount of your life as a woman, Grindr is not a comfortable spot. Like, I got a notification that was like, hey, there's a guy 200 feet away who wants to fuck you. I'm at home in my bed. Like, best case scenario, it's my roommate. Probably I'm being robbed, honestly. I'm getting bottom surgery this year. I'm very excited. Yeah, woo, yeah. They're making me a centaur, so. Yeah, I know. It's not what I wanted. but I'll be hung like a horse. I love that one. I do these Zoom appointments with the surgeon, and you can tell he wants me to think he's like a cool dick doctor, but like a pro. So he said to me, he was like, you know, Charlie, we just want to make sure that your scrotal sac is fully healed before you fuck. Didn't know they knew about fuck. They're telling doctors about fuck recently. Scrotal sac, say balls, I think. We're already saying fuck. Balls, absolutely balls. God love him. The way it works is they take like a piece of your skin and they kind of make a dick. And it's awesome. But whatever's happening on your skin goes on your dick. So as a pretty tattooed guy, my dick's gonna look sick as fuck. I can't fucking wait. I want to look like I went to Russian prison. Thank you so much. I'm Charlie James. Thanks.
Keep it going for Charlie, yo. Holy shit. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness, y'all. Your next comedian, all the way from Seattle. She's watching a basketball game on her phone in the back. Make it loud in here for Monica Nevi.
Thank you. That is the intro I asked for, actually. Happy to be here, Boulder. It's been a little while. Yeah, you guys are the same. You're doing all the same stuff. Everybody's still on a bike. I saw a man today walking. Different. He had a pigeon on his shoulder, which was on a leash. What? And the amount of people who looked at him was not enough. So many of you were like, no, that's Steve, he does that. That's, This is my, oh, there's a bug here. Anyways, outdoorsy, Colorado. This is my job. I do stand-up for a living. I love it. Fun to travel a lot. I've done every type of show you can think of. Though I've done every animal lodge. There it is. I'm not kidding. Eagles Lodge, Elks Lodge, Moose Lodge, Beaver Lodge. That was a strip club, but it was a good time. Still holding out for the Great Wolf Lodge. Did you clap for that? We know what the Great Wolf Lodge is. Yeah. Did someone howl? That's amazing. I'm glad you know what it is. Because I was in Post Falls, Idaho, because my career is on fire. Don't like that you're laughing that hard at that. Okay. Did that joke just the same way, right? Still holding out for the Great Wolf Lodge. No one laughed. And then they were all like, oh. This lady goes, too soon. It's like, what? She goes, it burned down. I said, the indoor water park? Burned down? What happened? They were really upset about it, honestly. Like, it was like, ooh, okay, so sorry. And it was so early in the set that I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was just like, there's so much water in there. What happened? Not until after the show did like 10 people come up to me and go, oh, it was a steakhouse that we all loved called the Great Wolf Lodge. It was like, no one thought to tell me that. So you guys are doing way better than them. Even with the pigeon thing. It's been a little while since I've been here. Happy to be back. Good stuff going on. I got married in the meantime, so sure, yeah. Yeah, in 2.5 years, that's pretty good. Not everybody's making it that long. I don't know if you knew that. I didn't know. This is about a week before our 1-year anniversary. And I was on stage and I was like, oh, in a week, I'll have been married for a year. And this woman in the back of the audience goes, you still got a week, don't get excited. love to hear that story, ma'am. Maybe it is harder. I'm in my 30s. I didn't know we'd be going to so many second weddings in my 30s. You don't always know it's a second wedding until you get there and you get the right aunt drunk. She's like, well, hopefully this one sticks. You're like, ooh, didn't know that, Tammy. Thank you for telling me. That's fun. You can kind of tell, though, it changes as this number goes up, right? First wedding, a lot different than a third wedding. Right? First wedding, you go all out. Gown, champagne, shrimp, right? Third wedding, Broncos jersey at a bowling alley. Let's wrap it up. Let's get out of here. Do you keep going to the third one if you've been to the other two? Some of you are like, open bar, I'll be there. I don't know. I mean, maybe if it's for a family member, you have to, but for a friend, can you walk into the third wedding and be like, hey, everybody, same seats, or what are we doing? Oh, I appreciate it. One clap at a time, we'll get there. No, you guys are fun. We had a lovely wedding. I am happily married. I'm married to a lady. Cool, thanks. Yeah, it's June, you have to clap. Just kidding, no. Yes, I am a gay. So a lot of us here, we were like, gotcha. Like, it's comedy, here's our agenda. I know. You guys seem cool, you know, like you would have accepted your children who were gay. You're like, it is past my bedtime, though, so if you could wrap it up. The things you've laughed the hardest at are so silly. I like each of you individually. Anyways. I am a gay. I get a little nervous to talk about it. I came out when I was 14. I've been doing stand-up for 14 years. Gay the whole time. Not until I got married was I asked to do a pride show or an LGBTQ plus showcase. I didn't know I'd have to prove I was gay enough to do one of these shows. I'm like, I think I could do your pride show. They're like, oh, really? Well, how gay are you? Like, I married a lady. You're like, that seems like something a straight guy would do. It's also how I became a parent. I'm a step-parent now. It's my favorite part of our relationship because people try to do the math when they see the three of us together. It really stresses them out. I'm from Seattle. No one there, we don't want to be offensive, right? You know, we're all trying to be PC. So the three of us will walk up and they'll be like, okay. One, two. Did you buy them together? Next question, always. Are you going to have more kids? Are you trying to have more kids? I'm like, we've been trying. It's not worked. Some of you seem confused. You can Google it later if you need to. We're having fun. I don't know what you want. I don't know where to go from here. Anyways. I'm going to do one that's a little bit dirty, okay? Yeah. But it's for the benefit of the next comic, just in case, whatever she wants to do. You know what I mean? We had a beautiful wedding. Really kind of traditional, actually, for a gay wedding. Very expensive, though. Weddings are very expensive. They really upcharge, you know? And we paid for a lot of it ourselves. So about a week before, we were kind of scrambling to figure out how to finish paying for it. And my wife was like, should we do OnlyFans? I was like, what? Now, if you don't know what OnlyFans is, or you're pretending that you don't, it's an app, pay per service, usually naughty stuff on there, right? She's like, should we do OnlyFans? I was like, what? She goes, yeah, we'll just sell pictures of my butthole. Now, what I should have thought was, why not your feet? Why did we skip straight to butthole? What I did think was, why not my butthole? Two usable options here. She know that I don't know. I don't see it very often. But she's like, we should use mine. You guys did so good. You are cool, okay? Don't worry though if you're. We didn't do that. But I don't judge anybody. I'm just not a porn person. You know, I don't really like porn. But I don't judge anybody who does. Or I've just never been on OnlyFans. Like maybe you have. Maybe you enjoy consuming the content. Maybe you have an account. Maybe you need to. Maybe you're a teacher. I don't know. I support it, is what I'm saying. I don't like porn. I don't like porn for the same reason I don't like mimes. I need to know the backstory, you know? How did he get into the box? You know what I mean? You guys are smart. Honestly, that joke does well normally, but Boulder, every night you guys have been like, no, we get it. That's good. Smart people. Who else could domesticate a pigeon? You guys are a good time. Yeah, my life is I like my life. I'm very lucky that this is my job. The parenting has become like such a big part of it, which is interesting because I came in late. You know, are there other parents? I'm sure there's other parents here. Yeah, okay. You're like, not raising my arms, though. Too tired. We clap all the time. I came in late, you know, like I thought parents knew what they were doing. I didn't know you're just making it up and hoping for the best. I didn't know that. I thought we knew the answers to some stuff, you know? And I did. I came in late. I got him when he was 5. Got him. That sounds like he's a rescue. Kind of. I came into his life when he was 5. Thought we knew the answers to some stuff. Like, he's 11 now. Is that too old to believe in Santa Claus? I don't know. It's always like this, right in the middle. I thought we knew a number or something, right? All I know is it's not our job to tell him. That's some dickhead at school's job. I thought last year was going to be the year. He came home from school and he was like, my friend at school said she doesn't believe in Santa Claus. And I was like, oh, here we go. I said, well, what do you think about that? He said, I don't think we can be friends anymore. Sticking to it. Which I love. I'm a Christmas gal, okay? Believe forever, you know? I still believe in things I shouldn't, right? I still believe in Hallmark movies. And they're not for me. I know that. I'm happily monogamously gay married to another woman. There's a large part in the back of my brain that is waiting for a jaded businessman from New York. Come and save our toy shop. You guys are really fun. I like you. It seems like a good crew. Last night they maybe weren't drinking as much. I don't know. They were fun, but you guys are winning. Are we drinking? Are we enjoying a theater wine? Okay, good. Support the venue, you know. Be careful about it, you know. I come from drinkers. I love drinking. As you get older, you learn your limits a little bit. You go, I got to slow down. Like I had a 2-week period where I woke up 3 separate times with that horrible feeling in my chest. I was like, oh my God. Did I tell someone I would go hiking with them? Does that happen here too? Okay. I thought so. That's a joke, but do be careful, you know. Be responsible. I have 1 DUI. Can anyone beat it? If you can, you usually accidentally clap. It's okay. It's a thing. I have 1 DUI. I got my DUI in 2014 in Washington State. If you know your marijuana history, that was the year that we all made it legal, right? And so they started giving out more DUIs for marijuana. I got mine for alcohol like a good person. What happens when you get a DUI in Washington State, you have to have what's called an interlock device in your car, which is the blow and go, right? The booze kazoo, you guys know. I will say more people are nodding their heads than raise their hands, but that's fine. The problem is they didn't know what to do with the marijuana DUIs. They gave them that same interlock device, which only detects alcohol. And they know that because you have to get it calibrated once a month. So it's me and a bunch of dudes in their 40s in pajama pants. We're always yelling at the guy. They'd be like, you can blow weed smoke right into that thing, it still starts. Which is true, I shouldn't tell you that, but it's true. It only detects alcohol. The difference now, the new one has a camera on it. So it's gotta be you that's blowing into it, right? Because the old ones, you could blow into it for someone else, right? You'd blow into it for your mom or whatever. And she'd take you to school like normal. It's such a fun joke, but it does make it sound like my mom has multiple DUIs. She does not. She doesn't have any, but both of her kids do, so whose fault is that? All right. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm Monica Navy. Enjoy your last comment.
Keep it going for Monica, y'all. Hell yeah. Boulder Comedy Festival, y'all, we have made it to the best part of the night. Are you guys ready for your headliner? Fuck yeah. You guys are so fortunate to see her here tonight. You may have seen her on Comedy Central all the way from LA. Y'all, make it loud in here for Katrina Davis.
Everything. Oh, give it up for everyone you've seen so far. This show has been so fun. It's been so fun listening to everyone in the back. I just got here today. I miss Colorado so much. I love it here. It's so nice to just see women age naturally. Because I live in LA. It's nice to just walk around and get to see different versions of what Janis Joplin could have been, you know? That's nice. I like it. She would have made some nice ass pottery. No, I like that so much better. Like living in LA, you just see, like I'm not 40 yet, and I'm like more than half of my friends have gotten work done. Just like preemptively, just like fun filler and like pretty paralizations and stuff. But I think that like it's about like I feel like as women we're getting attacked a lot for there being less babies, and I think that there's other factors that no one is taking into account, like Turkish hair transplants. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? I'm so excited. Okay, so, you know how guys hate getting bald. It's like literally the only thing that they haven't totally been able to fix. So, because honestly, like stop taking those pills. They're making you all depressed. It's wild, whatever. They like don't tell any of them that. It's crazy. Like Google your medications, whatever. Men are so unattended to. But Turkey has this package where you can basically go there, get your plugs, like everything is in the same place. It's like a one-stop shop, bing, bam, boom, you come back, no one even forget, like, what hairline. Like, they won't even know, it'll be like you were in high school again. Like, that's what people are doing. Like, a lot of my friends are getting it now, and I think that that is a part of the birth rate dropping, because those men should be settling. Does that make sense? Balding happens naturally because you're a dick and you need nature to humble you enough to make you a likable person. Like, they're ruining the anthropological effect. Like, I'm gonna write a Freakonomics book, but about bald dudes. Get ready. Oh man, I'm getting to the age where I like kind of care about kids. Like, I don't want them, but I'll like make sure that like random ones stay alive. You know what I mean? Like as a woman, you get to the age where if you see a toddler alone, you like hang back, where you're like, wait, is that kid gonna die? No? Cool. Like you have this like thing. And it's weird because it happened to me the other day. I saw a man with a little girl that looked nothing like him. And she was really, really little. So I was like, I'm gonna see what this guy's about. And then like she got off the train like, I don't care. And then he got off behind her like, come on, come on, come on. And I was like, oh, he's supposed to be with her because he was annoyed. And it's weird that that's the indicator that you belong with a child. That like, that's how we test if you're okay to be with that kid is like if you love a kid more than anything, you constantly want to give them away. Like that's the thing. Like if you're ever, like is anyone in the front like a parent or anything? Anybody? Okay. So like if your kid was somewhere and you're like, oh my gosh, she's so cute, I want to take her home, what would you say? Take her, exactly, every time. Every parent's like, take her. The kid will be crying a little bit. They're like, go home with her. They think it's funny. If you saw a toddler and you were like, oh my gosh, she's so cute, can I take her home? And the parent was like, no, she's mine. You'd be like, oh my God, call someone immediately. Like that's how we know. I just think it's interesting. I used to live in LA. I moved to New York last year. It was pretty cool. Got to New York and immediately developed an autoimmune disease. Pretty sick. Had less of a Brad summer, more of a Tiny Tim summer. I was sick the whole time. I don't know if anyone else has ever gone to a hospital so much that the check-in nurse goes, they need to give you a badge. Like, is that just me? Okay. Anyone ever just make someone do their job too much? It's fine. No, it's good. I have to go get treatment once a week. I go to the same building where all of the people go to get chemo. So I like hang out with a bunch of old people getting chemo once a week. You can't complain around them. Like I know things are bleak, but like every Tuesday I can't say shit because I go in and be like, hey, how are you doing, Gladys? And she's like, I woke up. And you're like, okay. Like you can't talk to these people. They hold all the cards all the time. But they did make me realize, like, I think that old people should get more credit when they beat cancer. Because I had a really long treatment one time. I was there like all day and I got to see someone ring the bell. And sometimes it's just like whatever nurse isn't on break clapping for you. And like tops, if you were a good parent, one of your kids will take off work and do a video for their TikTok. Like that's like the most you're getting. And kids beat cancer and they get so much stuff. It's nuts. Like Spider-Man shows up, it's crazy. Like it's insane. And I just feel like they're so little and strong. Like their bodies aren't working as hard to beat it. Like, I'm just trying to say Make-A-Wish isn't merit-based. You know what I mean? Like, they're not. I've seen the work. Like, what are we even doing? Like, it's nuts. Like, I just want my friends to also get to meet Tom Brady, is basically what I want for them. I want them to be able to put in wishes. Because, like, so much of your ability to beat a disease like cancer is based on your will to live. Which is nothing when you're a kid. Are you kidding me? Like if I got cancer when I was 11, they would be like, Katrina, you have to beat this. Next year, we get to go to SeaWorld and sit with boys on the bus. I'd be like, I'm gonna beat this. Like that's all it would have taken, nothing. Like imagine getting cancer and beating it and you've been through a divorce. Like wrap it up, I don't care. Like they all deserve medals. It's insane. Okay, too dark, noted. Anyway, no, it's cool. It's gonna get worse. Mainly because I work in marketing. I do work with monsters. Please stop using AI. It will burn us to the ground. I saw an old man using nothing but ChatGPT the whole flight here, and he could have Googled all of it. Like, it's literally just everyone being sick of reading. Sorry, this isn't the joke. I'm just mad now. Anyway. Because AI serious, and I've been so afraid of it for so long. Because, like, I was afraid of it years ago when Facebook was using it to test, like, customer service conversations back and forth. And then the computers would just start talking in binary no one understood. Like, they would set them up as like, oh, how are you? Welcome to Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And halfway through, they would be like, fuck that, and just start having their own conversation that no one knew what it was about. And I read an article that, like, they had like 3 shutdowns of this testing because they couldn't get the computers to stop sidebarring. And then I read an article that was like, well, maybe they shouldn't shut them down. Maybe we should let them keep talking to each other and see what they learn. Like how to kill us? Are you out of your mind? That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. When I was in kindergarten, there were 2 girls that were best friends, and they had a language that only they understood, and all the moms thought it was super cute. And then they killed a cat together. So I just feel like it's something we should keep an eye on. Like, everyone thinks it's so cool. It's like, listen to Jeff Goldblum for once. No, because I know we're the worst in marketing because of how we communicate even with each other. Like, I don't know if anyone else works in an office where people do that fun thing where they don't have to apologize for anything. I'll give you an example. Like, if you were late to a meeting, instead of saying, oh, so sorry I'm late, you would say, thanks for being patient, everyone. Just omit the part where you messed up at all. It's infuriating. I hate it. It is my least favorite thing about Gen X. Because it's like, girl bosses made it because they were like, stop apologizing, and like all the worst people use it. Like, I was working really late once, so the company got us dinner, and a guy got on the chat and was like, hey, I got a milkshake, but I ordered a milkshake, but I didn't get it. Derek, I think you're drinking my milkshake. And Derek wrote back, I'll be sure to remember that in the future. Like, we should have killed him, right? Like, as a team building exercise? Okay, great. I think about him every day. He will be in charge of Doge soon. Sorry, those are the people they're making. No, it's fine. It's nice though. I like it. I like working from home. That's pretty cool. It's definitely better there. I was not good in the office. Like, they want us to go back. I feel like they forgot what some of us are like. Like, I don't know if this is what you want. The last time I was in an office, they gave us an email of icebreaker questions the first day. And the first question was, tell us something that not a lot of people know about you. Why would I tell them? Mind your business. And then the second one is, what is your party trick? And I put leaving. So I don't think that they liked me that much. I got feedback that I had to talk to people more. And so, like, the next day after that, I heard a bunch of girls yelling and giggling outside my office. So I opened the door and I was like, what's going on? And this girl goes, oh my God. I saw a roach in the bathroom and I killed it, but I ran out screaming and they're just laughing at me because I look so silly. And I was like, oh, well, you should go back and pick it up because they're cannibalistic and the other ones will come out and eat the body. And then she cried. And it's like, I don't know what you want. Like, that's why my door was closed all day. I know myself. I tried to protect you. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit of a nerd about certain things. I'm the kind of nerd that I went to go meet my boyfriend's parents for Christmas, and it was hot inside, but I couldn't take my sweater off because the t-shirt I had underneath was a drawing of a lady with big fat anime titties. Does that hit with anyone? Cool. I'm a nerd. I get defensive for them sometimes because it was like cool for girls for a second to say they love nerds. Like girls will be like, oh my God, I love nerds. And it's like, no, you don't. You turn 30 and now all your crushes wear glasses. That's not the same. That's the same dude from when you were 25, just nearsighted. That's not. I have been the middleman on multiple eBay purchases for WrestleMania memorabilia. Like, this isn't a game. Don't tell me you love nerds. Oh, you love nerds. Have you ever had a boyfriend with a favorite kind of airplane? I'll fight you. Like, get out of here. My culture is not your costume. My culture has actual costumes. They're so expensive. This is normally an example that like lets people know what I'm talking about. One of the romantic things I used to do with my first boyfriend is that he would call me in the room whenever it was sunset in Grand Theft Auto. And then I would light a joint and he would drive to the coast and we would watch it together in the game. Like that, does that? Okay. Cool. That resonates. We broke up, it was okay. Sometimes breakups are just a difference in tapping out. Like it wasn't bad, like my first breakup was just me convincing him that wasn't happiness. Has that ever happened? Like I was like, we should break up because this is bad. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, dude, like we could be happier than this. He was like, okay, if you say so. But I feel like that's what I think breakups are. It's like, I feel like it's like one of you is like, oh, this is bad. And one of you has so much trauma that you're like, not even close. Like you just don't know what bad is. Like I broke up with a guy where I was like, oh, we should break up because we fight every day. And I feel like he was like, what do you mean? We haven't even taken out our first restraining orders on each other yet. Like he didn't know. Like he was like, no one's even punched a hole in the wall yet. You're a real quitter. All right. That feels good. See you guys tomorrow.
Keep it going for Katrina, y'all. Holy shit. Boulder Comedy Fest, y'all. That is the end of our show. Everyone say, ah.